to this month's episode of The Value Proposition, brought to you by the Fitness Business Podcast. Now over to your host, Sarah Pellegrino.
Today we will be learning the value proposition for health technology in health clubs. We'll be speaking with the team at PowerPlate US and UK, part of Performance Health Systems LLC worldwide, to learn how, whether you are new to exercise, are challenged by regular movement for health reasons, or you are a recreational or professional athlete, you can use vibration technology to achieve your health or performance goals. You will hear about the medical and movement science behind vibration technology, the partnership offerings and opportunities for health clubs, and the ongoing education that makes this health-first partnership so valuable. Welcome to the Value Proposition by the Fitness Business Podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Pellegrino. The Value Proposition was created specifically for industry suppliers to showcase the value that they bring to health club owners and operators beyond their product or service. With us today to help us learn how to put the health back into health clubs so that people can live, move, and play better, we have representing Performance Health Systems, the US and UK PowerPlate B2B team. Miss Julie Riker, US Director of Strategic Partnerships, Jeremy Daniel, B2B Channel Growth Manager, Gary Lewis, Regional Sales and Customer Success Manager, and Ian Murray, UK Sales Director. Or as we like to say here, we have with us today the Commonwealth of Health. The UK, Australia, New Zealand, and USA are all represented by our esteemed guests today. PowerPlate is global in over 100 countries. We cannot wait to learn more. Julie is going to start us off today with our 3 real minutes to give us some insight on the basics of PowerPlate. Julie, can you give us a brief history of PowerPlate?
So quick walk down memory lane, starting with the jiggle belts way back in time, moving through some of the space race, technology and programming, then into the sweet spot of science and sport, marriage in the 90s, where we saw vibration systems becoming really popular for anybody, any walk of life or screen fame. The first PowerPlate was launched just before the millennial in 2000, and then the stars aligned where we saw music, sports, and film celebrities all raving about their home gym machines. Across the next decade, we had a lot of medical accreditation and medical evidencing and research and science, and then moved in the last 5 years, I would say, we've had a major impact in elite sports here and around the world. The last couple of years, a big education focus and a big re-immersion in the experience of it, whether it's our immersive retail store in Chicago, studio boutique boom around the world, club and health clubs, digital outreach engagement, and now even more than ever, that commitment to bring health back. So a little bit of education, a whole lot of experience to a big wide world.
That's awesome. Thank you, Julie. Now, if you're on a trade show floor in the future, whenever that may be, virtual floor, we'll say, and you have to explain PowerPlate to someone, what is the pitch?
First of all, I wish we were on a trade show floor because I would say jump on and just feel it. It's instant feel good. But realistically, it's an innovative piece of health and fitness equipment, and it uses vibration technology to help people live, move, and play better. It is instant feel good. It is instant benefits. It's unique as one of the few pieces of inclusive technology that provides equal health benefits to everybody across the full spectrum, from physical therapy, health maintenance, activity training, right through to physical performance.
Now, Julie, who in the fitness industry will truly benefit from PowerPlate?
The big who is everybody, anybody. It's inclusive fitness for any level, goal, age, stage, or preference. Versatile yet highly specialized to do what you need it to do for your membership. Live, play, move better. That comes with all sorts of pain prevention, physical health, maintenance, and performance. So it's a new decade and there's new times. And I think now with this shake-up around the world, whether you're at home or going back to your clubs, people are looking for health and special populations are looking for help. So we need to take a larger responsibility in that as health club operators at the front line and deliver what people need. Stats are frightening. Chronic diseases, 6 in 10 people. 80% of adults failing to meet minimum activity requirements. 20% or less belonging to a health club. Go figure the gap and the opportunity here for us as health club operators. People are living longer and sicker. And for the first time in history, our youth, have a lower expectancy than their parents. They're dying sooner from adult diseases. So we hit that sweet spot and we give you that solution. So whether you're a celebrity or a stay-at-home mum, NFL quarterback, my 80-year-old lovely mum, my golfing friends, or fit and active me, or everyday Sarah, challenged by maybe something else that gets in the way of regular movement, time, life, all sorts of things. Where it doesn't come easy, we bring you that solution. So nothing comes close to the same benefits for everybody than a power plate vibration health program.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Julie. Now, Jeremy, why don't you describe the science behind improving health vibration technology?
Sure thing. So power plates equipment at its simplest, it creates vibration, which on its own really is nothing special, right? But the magic really happens when the body becomes in contact with vibration, because vibration has the ability to stimulate your muscles, your bones, your circulation to improve flexibility, strength, coordination, bone health, agility, kind of like a you name it, it might be able to help. The how behind this is really based on just a couple of very simple scientific principles. First, as we all know, we try to train to improve our health. And so to make it better or stronger, we have to expose it to an increased force, which a force is simply the relationship between the mass or the weight of an object and the acceleration that it's moving at. So in traditional strength exercise, we generally increase the force that someone is exposed to by adding things like weights using dumbbells or barbells or selectorized machines to help grow bones and muscles and become healthier. With vibration, you actually have this ability to increase the force someone's exposed to by just increasing the acceleration that they are moving at, because the plate is moving quickly underneath them. This is a great way to decrease injury risk by avoiding the extra compression forces that adding weight kind of puts on somebody when they're trying to train, which can be at risk for certain joints. Secondly, vibration stimulates muscles to activate without the person having to consciously use their brain to activate them. This has been shown to enhance the brain's ability to activate the muscles. It's been shown to help bones stimulate themselves to grow and mature bone cells more effectively, improving one's ability to live, move, and play better.
You know, I'm familiar with PowerPlate, and I understand PowerPlate to be a platform focusing on whole body vibration, but I also know that you all have targeted vibration products. So can you differentiate between the two categories and help us understand which ones would be used at a health club and which ones would be best for at-home?
So this is actually a pretty fun topic for us because I feel like we get asked it almost every day, if not every day. We've created a webcast that goes more in depth on the topic. So if people want to get more than my quick elevator explanation here, they can find it on our Discovery Education section on the PowerPlate website. But in the quick, the difference in the categories is really based on the applications each specialize in improving health for. Targeted vibration, which is also known as local muscle vibration and includes percussive therapy, is exactly as it sounds. It's applying vibration to a specific muscle or area to get improvements that vibration provides, but in a more concentrated fashion, where whole body vibration platforms are targeted at more of the global health improvement of the body as a whole unit. For example, someone with shoulder pain might want to target their biceps, their upper back muscles, and other muscles that regulate how your shoulder moves to help release the pain using TVPs, because the concentrated effort can help those muscles loosen up and stop causing the issues that they are leading to. Whereas someone looking to loosen up their hips or legs to go for a walk or for a run, to go hiking, play sports, they want to hop on a whole body vibration platform so that they can get the entire body simultaneously warmed up and loosened up and mobilized in the same manner that they would be going to do the activity.
Jeremy, can PowerPlate be used as an actual workout? For example, are there classes made around your products, or is it more just for warm up and recovery?
Well, absolutely to all the above. In fact, we have many PowerPlate specific boutique studios and club experiences all over the world. They've created complete workout classes that all are around under 30 minutes, right on or just under 30 minutes, in activity from yoga to high intensity interval training to strength training to exercise training for bone health and everything you can think of in between. We've even developed a 5-program small group training business in a box for an operator who's looking to launch a studio in a club, or an entrepreneur who's looking to launch their own studio vision on their own with a health and wellness focus. We've developed a comprehensive boutique box solution for them. You can use PowerPlate for the bookends of all physical activity. It's a better way to warm up before and a better way to recover and have you feeling better after you do your preferred activity, whether that's your workouts for fitness goals, or if you want to go for a walk or hike with your friends for leisure, or if you're just going out to play sports. It really is a health solution that serves a greater need than fitness by itself, and is inclusive to people in all walks of life to help them live, move, and play better.
So Ian, talk to us about how you all go above and beyond when it comes to customer engagement.
Sure. I mean, customer engagement is key in every business, right? So, the more that they engage and the way that they engage with their members or their clients is absolutely critical. The interesting bit with PowerPlate, and the good thing for us, is that we engage across so many markets, and to be able to engage with all of these markets, I think is pretty impressive. I remember that we're utilizing PowerPlate in many different ways. So many assume that PowerPlate mainly lives within the health and fitness world, and rightly so. However, people tend to forget that we engage with medical, we engage with wellness, we engage with active aging, sports performance, rehabilitation, therapists, all along with our retailers nationwide. So as an example, if I was to take elite sports as an example, we're in 94% of NFL football clubs. We're in NBA basketball, we're in baseball, NHL hockey, college facilities, Premier League soccer, and then international rugby and athletic teams. All of these are using our products. So I think, in answer to the question, the fundamental key in maintaining all of that is our people being one, but mainly secondly is our PowerPlate app. It pulls all of this together. Every person that we speak to, every person that we introduce or engage with, we introduce to the app. Whether you're a new user, a fitness club, or even a performance individual, it's integral to engaging all the areas directly and indirectly, and supports us to go above and beyond with our customer engagement.
So what, if any, unique retail opportunities do you offer your club partners?
Yeah, I mean, I used to run health clubs myself for many years over here in the UK. And I think as a club owner, there's different ways to recognise making money directly and indirectly. Firstly, we can sell products within the club. We sell TVPs, targeted vibration products, into our clubs and partners. And for example, if a personal trainer is using the targeted vibration on the gym floor and a member takes a liking to it and wants to purchase one, they can purchase one from our affiliated clubs and studios that we're brand affiliated with, or likewise, they can buy them online. Then we can sell products on the club's online platforms as well, within their website and their apps. And we've helped support clubs do this, and that also helps make incremental secondary revenue. Other ways that we pivoted, and a good example of this is supporting clubs to continue with their revenue growth and make incremental revenue growth during the lockdown period, which is why it's poignant to the time that we're living in now. We support clubs through our brand affiliation program, giving them the opportunities to sell plates and the targeted vibration products direct to their members. They sent an email out to all of their members, and those interested obviously got in touch, and we did all the legwork. We did all the delivery to take the strain off the clubs in such important times like now. But it then enabled their members to continue with their exercise goals. Clubs and studios, as we're all aware, flipped overnight almost into the digital world, and they started doing classes, etc., online. And these people wanted to obviously, members wanted to continue via the online membership, as did clubs, to keep this revenue stream, which is absolutely critical for them during these difficult times. We supported by selling plates direct to studio instructors and to their members. This then enabled them to continue obviously getting the revenue streams, but also they were able to teach their PowerPlate classes online. We backed this up further. We went another mile. by getting our global recognized instructors to support these members by teaching classes from a PowerPlate perspective. So these members weren't only getting PowerPlate classes via their clubs and studios, but obviously by PowerPlate too. Now, by introducing the PowerPlate classes directly ourselves, this then marketed what PowerPlate and its strengths of, on what it actually does during lockdown, that then incorporated those consumers, so to speak, then to go and affiliate to their local club and studio because they wanted to continue with their workouts, which was great. So the clubs are happy, the studios are happy, the members are happy. It's also important to recognize PowerPlate and all the marketing that we do. We obviously engage with many people across the world, and it's important to understand if I'm running a club and people are seeing, let's take the elite again, that's kind of my area in the UK. If you see a professional athlete on a plate and you're looking to improve yourself or you've got an aspiration to better yourself, then I think first thing you're going to think of is, what is it about and where can I do it? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to go to your local club or your local studio, which I think if you look at that from a club management perspective, then indirectly, we're helping support, drive new members, right? Also, given all the support that we've done with clubs and studios during the lockdown, I believe there's a knock-on effect there that we're actually helping clubs to retain members. Both new members and retaining members are straight down into profit. So in my view, there's no better relationship than PowerPlate when it comes to a product that supports its partners to make money through its retail opportunities indirectly and directly, because you're going to make the direct retail opportunity as well as the indirect club revenue contribution.
Now, let's take it a step further. You just covered a lot for us when it comes to how you all support health clubs drive revenue. Any other benefits you want to talk about that come with partnering with PowerPlate?
Absolutely. I mean, no, I've been a general manager for 17 years before I moved across to PowerPlate. Now more than ever, operators need to now start thinking beyond the norm. They have a commitment to health, and it has to be at the forefront of everything they do. No doubt about that. So for me, there's no better one-stop solution. PowerPlate prepares your workout, it performs your workout, it recovers your workout, and it covers all your rehab needs, all at one station. This creates confidence and it will create security. The key right now is member confidence within health clubs. And that is going to be the absolute key to the retention of members. It's all going to be driven by this, which is member confidence. This will create the safety and member confidence, which we'll be able to focus on being a one-stop solution, which is why it's absolutely fundamental benefit to be partnering with PowerPlate. As although people see fitness is important, and it is, health is higher on the agenda right now. And we're specialists in both. So this is what we do, right? This is PowerPlate.
All right, Ms. Julie, I'm coming back to you. I've known you personally for years, and I've always known you to be a huge customer advocate, which transitions so perfectly into your strategic partnerships role at PowerPlate. So tell us about how you took your experience and together with the PowerPlate Global Education team have established quality training, education, and operational support programs for PowerPlate's business partners.
Thanks, Sarah. Without revealing my age, I've had 20-ish years in specializing in B2B product and implementation design and helping thousands of health club operators with new equipment and program rollouts for revenue growth. My natural hat is to think as the end user. So, operators need scalable systems that provide quality, consistency, stability, sustainability, profit, and results. Your return on effort needs to be a sure win. The last 4 or 5 years, I've been really focused on a wellness quest to try and put something back to impact people that lack that motivation or there's a barrier to getting them to fall in love with fitness. I have an osteo hip story, which is time for another day, but through that networked and found the solution that is PowerPlate. So now more than ever, our population needs health. 2/3 of the US population are inactive and lack the self-motivation, or maybe they're being told by their doctor to get moving. So in PowerPlate, we've really looked at it and said, what if we could design and better tailor inclusive programs and member journeys to remove that barrier and serve those people? We've created kits and tools around that. How much more valuable for the health club operator, as Ian said, is we could come out with a community health, easy to deliver system for health club operators. And what would that mean to membership and retention? So we started with the why. We've looked at what is the need we need to solve for, and then how do we tailor the fix? And we've taken the time, cost, and effort out of it for health club operators. So the equipment itself is so powerful in specificity and versatility that now our soft kit with regards to content and support now mirrors and matches that for any walk of life, anywhere. We were asked for that. Industry demand was, it's great equipment. Now can we bring all the rest of it together for operators to make it easy? And we support them with a more inclusive health upgrade. So really driven by consumer demand and population dynamics, whether it's balance, mobility, wellness, active aging, leisure and sports, improving your golf stroke, or basic fitness. We've grabbed the best from both ends of the continuum, our medical pedigree and our proven high performance pedigree, and we've created that big bell-shaped curve middle that creates to everyday population. So if you're looking for a full wellness proposition, this is the inclusive fitness kit you need for health and for life quality. That is our promise. We help people move easier, reduce pain, improve their range of motion, and train and move without the stress and load on bones of joints, whatever drives them.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Julie. Now, can you share what health clubs can expect when partnering with PowerPlate?
Good vibrations, your live, play, move better specialist. So we have a modular, customized, and comprehensive kit to fit your business objective. We call it our smarter, shorter, safer solution, and we're committed to putting that health back into health clubs. So you'll get not only a toolkit that's got your business marketing, education programs, and science components, but you're going to get access to all the global best practice and the specialist partner support from our team. So we'll kick off together as step one. We'll map out your visions, your goals in a simple business playbook. Then we'll co-develop your path to help you get there and give you the insights and the strategic business recommendations to fast track your success. Then we're going to guide you along the journey, your staff, you, and your member experience, so that you've got access to the go-to experts in vibration application. We'll educate, motivate, and inspire your team through our consumer and club engagement content in the app and our various online portals. And we're going to give you that nuts and bolts to really go to market with a great brand story, value proposition, and promotion so that you can really tell what you're doing to your market niche.
That's amazing and so helpful too, Julie. Thank you so much for taking us in a deep dive down what you guys do for your club partners. Julie, what type of partners choose PowerPlate and why? What do they all have in common?
Yeah, Sarah, PowerPlate fits people as we've established from all walks of life. So our partners or business-to-business customers all share that genuine and common care to make a difference in the life quality of their clients, whether it's their members, their clients, their staff, their patients, their medical professionals or athletes. So it broadly spans, as we've said, from small group training, club-in-club, health club operator, healthcare, physical medicine, recovery and spas, leisure facilities, tennis, country clubs, golf, residential, multifamily housing, active aging communities, and corporate wellness, on-site, near-site, and hospitality. So why they all choose PowerPlate? And I thought rather than take my word for it, I'd ask around. So I asked a cross-section over the last couple of weeks to say what was their key driver and what do they get from it. So I've got just a handful of quotes, and I'd love to have had these folks on, but I think our squares would have got very small. Someone said it's super space efficient and I can fit several side by side easily in my footprint. Another one, love that we can deliver fit and special population programs together on the one piece of equipment. The education's great, helps me onboard and train as often as we need in this moving age. It's definitely a premium upgrade, and as an experience, members are happy to pay for that in a recovery zone. Someone said more recently, it's super easy to do with a mask, and it doesn't accelerate my breathing, and I don't need to move stations, so I feel safer. And my own personal story is I fell out of exercise for about 18 months with a mid-50s osteoarthritic hip, and I accidentally bumped into PowerPlate through my physical therapist, reconnected with old industry colleagues, and here I am. So I am living testimony that now I can move, be active, pain-free, and love it. So it took me out of my former life of inactivity after a big fitness boom back into wellness. So that's my story.
That is super cool. And I love the staying in your own station and having your own space, our new benchmark for a good piece of fitness equipment. So I love that. Thank you. Now, I love the customization, Julie, that you've described, and no club is one size fits all. So can you tell our listeners and viewers how the PowerPlate team brings this partnership full circle? So how do you rock an implementation and make it all happen?
Rock that implementation, Sarah. Thank you. Lean on us. We'll give you the Lego blocks and we'll build the shape exactly to fit your business needs, vision, and execution and timeline. It's very modular, very simple, very replicable, and very customized to fit your particular objectives. We are, with you, purpose-driven. Your business outcomes are our commitment. So we'll start off with a tailored business planning and delivery session. We'll go through all of your objectives, vision, challenges to work around and solve, opportunities that you want to perhaps enhance and build on. What is your business model? What are your revenue expectations? What's your target niche? Does the program need to attract new members in? Or is it to appeal and deliver to part of that dormant cohort of population in your gyms that aren't really active? Or engaging with your other programs? Will it fit that whole? Execution, who, where, and how are you going to run the program? And what defines success? So we'll co-create your design and then give you the building bricks to bring it to life. Our part is that we bring insight, expertise, recommendations, coaching, tools, a little bit of personality to guide you. As much of us or as little of us as you need to be successful. So we'll work hand in hand typically with your learning and development teams, your senior leadership team, your fitness team, sales team, facilities, service, and marketing departments to help you bring all of those moving parts together really clearly in a clear path. So I call it the 5 Ps of club performance with PowerPlate: purpose and plan, program, PR and marketing, people. The education and training is really key, whether it's your staff or your trainers or your front of house. And then the pathway, so that you can take your new guest to a new joiner and get them engaging as a member to become an engaged and loyal fan.
That is so amazing. Thank you so much, Julie. Now, for our listeners, we have learned the science behind PowerPlate. We've learned which products you can adopt, how you would partner with them as a company, and Gary is going to bring it home for us with what happens once that product arrives. So Gary, I'm a club owner that has purchased a few whole body vibration units, and I want to know how you are going to help educate my staff, my trainers and instructors, and most importantly, my members. I don't want this piece of equipment just sitting around.
Thank you, Sarah. And the reality is we don't want you to have it sitting around either. As the global leaders in vibration technology, we thought it was our duty to develop a globally accredited education program. And that really needed to start with what we call our 4 pillars of success. Step 1, we put together an advisory board. We were looking for industry experts in their field of health and fitness. And I'm just going to name a couple of them. The names might be familiar to. First of all is Scott Hobson. Scott has been around for over 20 years. His experience in the performance coaching and education is known around the world and also nationally. We also have, next person is Dr. Lisa Jersky. She is a physical therapist. She also has over 20 years of experience, but more importantly, she's been using PowerPlate on her clients and getting amazing results. And she just speaks so highly of the product, so she's great to have on our team. The next step was to put together a best-in-class education, right? So if we're going to be globally accredited, it needs to be the best. So Scott, who is also our Director of Education, has created a 3-hour, 8-module system that will integrate the science of whole body vibration with the body's movement system. This course will also include continuing education credits for personal trainers and fitness professionals. Step 3 was then to look for world-class master trainers. So we sourced and we trained human movement specialists, exercise science, and fitness professionals to deliver our content either live or virtually. The final step, which was the big one, is the platforms in which we deliver this training. So we have 4 options. You can go to our website. You can go use our app. We've heard that mentioned a few times before. It can be virtual and it also can be live. Not today, but it can be live. So that's what someone's going to get when you join the PowerPlate family.
Now, do you train all club partners the same, or do you really focus on the needs and the demographics of their membership base?
Love this question, Sarah. Like our virtual and live trainings can consist of so many different professionals. We could have personal trainers, we could have physical therapists, chiropractors, owner-operators, managers, sales staff, and even the person for using it at home. So the concept is designed around we deliver our training and we will pivot depending upon the participants throughout that training. So it's very active engagement, and the learning process will change and switch depending upon the participants involved in that training. The information's the same, but no two trainings are alike. Does that make sense? And it all boils down to, at the end of the day, it's the science versus application and how we can help members and clients live, move, and play better.
I find great value in hands-on training. So how do you, especially now with our world during and post COVID-19, successfully train staff? Is it virtual live training, pre-recorded videos? I know you touched on that a little bit, but go into some further detail on what that virtual training looks like.
Thanks, Sarah. And like you, most people want to be able to touch, feel, and experience power play for themselves. They want to know what it's all about. So we know that it's going to be very difficult in these challenging times to have people to be able to, if they're first learning about power play, to be able to do that. But we need to be creative, right? So as I mentioned previously, you can go to our website, you can go to our app, and you can complete our 8-module Discover Power Play workshop. Then you take the test, and that will really see if you've been listening and watching. When we really considered this to be the starting point for anybody new to power play, and somebody who may have been trained in power play 8 years ago, the education has changed and we've upgraded it. So if they did the training 5, 6, 8 years ago, refresh and do the training online. If further training is required, and that does happen with some clubs, we've got the technology now to do virtual trainings. We've probably run about 3 or 4 virtual trainings during this downtime, and we are looking at more until travel does become available. And we can use Zoom or any other platform. So the reality is there is no excuses for not being trained. And if I can just go back to the app quickly, right, it really is like having power play in your pocket. From workouts to single exercises, recovery ideas, you will never, ever say to yourself, what can I do on a power plate? So we recommend that everyone downloads the app from Apple or Google stores. It's free, it's fresh, and there's lots of ideas for everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate that. Now, for ongoing support, new updates, moves, and follow-up training, where can my people go to for resources?
That's a really easy one to answer. Reach out to your customer success manager. They are there to support you in any way. Julie mentioned it before. We're all about engagement, and we want to make sure that your journey is successful as it can be. Because it doesn't really matter how minor you might think that question is, but they're just a phone call or email away. And don't forget the app, because the answer could just be there, right? We also send out emails regularly, like what's new in Power Play. These could include things like some upgraded videos on how to use the targeted vibration products, or the TVPs, as we like to call them. Any new product launches that we may have introduced, like the Move and the TVPs in the last couple of years. Any new research that we may have found. So if we find something new, we're going to send out emails and let the community know. And of course, there's social media. We encourage everyone to follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on the gram, as they like to say, the kids. And who knows, you might just see a video of Mark Wahlberg telling people, this is the best piece of equipment I own.
Thank you so much for your insight, Gary. While we're on the topic of virtual trainings, I'm curious, Julie, if you could speak to what unique opportunities your company has to innovate and differentiate for health post-COVID-19.
Thanks, Sarah. It's interesting, this stage, and we talked about the timeline earlier. It's brought us to where we are now in what I call a perfect sweet spot for focusing on health. The new normal is that what we don't know is that it's unknown and things are changing. So we need to reinvent the member value prop. So we've dived in pretty heavily, taking the best from our at-home consumer world and our healthcare world and our elite sports world during the shelter in place, the successes that they've found, and brought those back into mainstream health and fitness. And what we did find is that the power of choice now sits more with the consumer. less with the health club operator. People are going to be coming back and asking three kind of key things of their fitness provider. First of all, is it safe? Can I work out smarter, shorter, and safer? In other words, the club hygiene, the club safety, and the club results to win back the confidence of their members. People don't want the risk to outweigh the benefit. And, face it, being furloughed or being laid off, you've got choices now where your dollar goes. So you really got to step up to that front line and deliver customized solutions so that those folks can come in with confidence and spend their money and feel good about their results. Second thing is it going to deliver? Can we deliver to my life quality as a whole? Deliver to help me get more resilient because I have pre-existing conditions that now make me more at risk? Or is it going to build my resilience and immunity? Or am I simply looking for a different way to train quicker to get some results done? So that's what folks are looking for. We have to intentionally program for that. So we've really gone back into the laboratory and done a lot of re-engineering and a lot of redevelopment of programs so they come up on the front line with really the specific cohort and the member journey at heart. So whether it's, as we say, new to fitness, wellness, rehabilitation, or into that, we do that. And third thing is, can we engage on our terms? Whereabouts? Online, off-site, on the go, outside, where? What will it be? Some of the package, all of the package, or just pay as you eat? And the fee structure, how are the dues and the fees going to go? So we've really worked hard to help our clubs pivot and set up an affiliate program. We've talked about that. If you want to become a brand affiliate of PowerPlate, reach out to us. We'd be happy to get you on board and help support you with what you need to be successful. He's made it easier to engage as a user and as a prosumer of the product, as we've talked about those various mechanisms. Digital content explosion, as we've gone more now into wellness, activity, balance, mobility, joint safety, things like that, that perhaps, 10, 15 years ago we were big on, and then we moved into the fitness zone. Now we've come back into that space. Online accreditation and really the smarter, shorter, safer gym kits so that you've got one machine, full workout on the spot, less cleaning, less labor. It's perfect time where we can come now and really leverage our experience and bring that to health club operators for a bounce back to health fast track, taking the noise, the hard work, and the time, the energy, and the cost out of it for you as a health club operator. So in a post-COVID world, we've really begun, again, punching well beyond our weight because vibration exercise is real medicine.
Now, Ian, I'm going to hand the mic back to you. If someone is hesitant to make the call to PowerPlate, why should they pick up the phone today? What is the value to someone having PowerPlate in their club or studio going forward?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I'm running a club right now and I'll put my general manager hat back on, I don't think I need to look much further than PowerPlate. The key concerns right now is going to be controlling the volumes of the usage. It's going to be people moving stations whilst keeping their distance and too many touch points. PowerPlate, as mentioned before, can prepare, perform, recover with just one product. There's no moving around. There's less sanitization. You can achieve more in less time. So this absolutely means that PowerPlate is the smarter, shorter, and safer solution. PowerPlate is also more of an ideal piece of equipment in regards to when you're wearing a mask for gyms that require masks. I train 3 times a week. It's so much easier with a PowerPlate than when doing free weights or on a treadmill. You can also get 2 to 3 more times benefit in the same time. So that's more exercises in less time. So using PowerPlate for me is absolute no-brainer. Sarah, in all honesty, if I was to summarize all of this, I think it's clear that our industry is clearly venturing into a new normal for our members. It will invariably shift towards a demand for health and wellness experiences, as well as proven and safe solutions. PowerPlate is a high-end member experience, is backed by scientific evidence with incomparable agility for the member journey, and this can only be a benefit for everyone.
Thank you so much, Ian, for diving into that for us. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today to hear the value proposition for adopting vibration technology in the fitness industry. Now, I do want to ask, is there a sales email address or a sales phone number that we want to give out if someone wants to call and find out more information on PowerPlate?
We do info@powerplate.com, info@powerplate.com, and then the phone number is
877-877-PLATE.
877
877-PLATE.
Gary knows that. He's got that one memorized.
And hit the business line and you'll get me.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
then I'll flick people across the ditch to you, Ian.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for listening and viewing today. Be sure to tune in September 18th as we explore the value proposition for hydro massage. And to show that we walk the talk at the Fitness Business Podcast, all the resources and links for today's show can be found at fitnessbusinesspodcast.com, adding value to our FBP family. Until next month, what you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone monuments, but what is woven into the lives of others. Thank you, and we'll see you next month. Bye, family.